Hey guys, it's Keith Foskey, and today I'm going to do another movie review. And if you didn't read the title or see the thumbnail, today I'm reviewing the film The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. Yesterday I saw this movie with my kids and I asked if anyone on social media was interested in a review from me, and several folks said that they were, so here I go. Right away I want to say this is going to be a spoiler-free review up until a certain point, but once I decide to switch to spoilers, I'll be sure to let you know. Okay, this movie is directed by Pete Braungart, and it stars voice actors Eric Bauza, Candy Milo, and one of my favorites, Peter MacNicol. You may remember MacNicol playing an outstanding role in Ghostbusters 2 as the pawn of Vigo the Carpathian and as the annoyingly upbeat camp counselor in Addams Family Values. In this film, he plays the sinister Invader. Wayne Knight, Newman from Seinfeld, is also in this movie, making this his second Looney Tunes movie since he was also in Space Jam. This movie follows the well-loved characters Porky Pig and Daffy Duck in a sort of animated odd couple film, seeing them through a series of misadventures which include a love story between Porky and Petunia Pig, Porky and Daffy facing trials in their personal lives and friendship, and the need to reconcile, come together, and stop Armageddon, which of all things is being caused by chewing gum. According to IMDb, this is the first fully animated Looney Tunes feature-length film to be released theatrically. All prior films were either compilations of shorts or partly live action, so that's pretty cool. This movie actually does an interesting job of humorously poking fun at conspiracy theories and the people who promote them, something that may lead to a great conversation with your kids, especially if your kids are in the double digits. Also, it has a decent message of learning to trust, give forgiveness, and personal development. Come to think of it, it's actually a pretty serious plot for a movie that literally has Looney in the title. At one point, they make fun of content creators and influencers as a job, which I find hilarious because I do this. Also, if you're my age, you'll probably love the familiar soundtrack. Taking cues from other movies that include classic songs like Guardians of the Galaxy, this movie includes songs like R.E.M's It's the End of the World as We Know It and Bryan Adams' Everything I Do It For You, among several others. Now, most of you probably want to know if this film is okay for your small kids, and my answer is sure, it's pretty safe. It is rated PG, but mostly because there's some cartoon violence, nothing which would rival Tom and Jerry or Yosemite Sam from when I was a kid. And there are a few innuendos that are thrown in there, which I imagine are trying to keep the parents interested since they're most likely watching this with their kids. You are going to see a few shots of duck booty, a sentence I never thought I would have to say out loud, and at least one shot of duck twerking. So if that's what you're looking for, this movie has that. As far as language, there isn't any cussing, but there are some creative uses of the words probe and screw that may cause you to raise an eyebrow. I took 3 of my kids, ages 12, 9, and 7, to the movie, and they all enjoyed it. I asked them to give a star rating, and here they are. Hope, who is 12 years old, gave it 4 stars. JJ, who is 9, gave it 4 stars. He said some of the jokes were corny, and I agree. Faith is 7. She gave it 5 stars. She absolutely loved it, especially the inclusion of the female pig character, Petunia. Personally, I give it 3.5 stars. It was interesting, it kept my attention, but I didn't laugh as much as I hoped. I'll also give some other insights in the spoiler portion if you really want to know. So the average of all of us is a 4.125 stars, which is not bad. So if you're a fan of Looney Tunes style humor, or you have kids and want an excuse to go spend way too much on popcorn and candy, go see The Day the Earth Blew Up. It's safe and fun, and I think you'll have a good time. I know we did. All right, now for the spoilers. Okay, there are a few things I think were good in this movie, but also some misses as well. First, there's no Bugs Bunny, no Marvin the Martian, something my kids pointed out as soon as we got out of the movie. They said, "Where was Marvin the Martian? This movie was literally about an invader from outer space." I was expecting more of a Space Jam compilation movie, and it was really just a Daffy and Porky with Petunia as his love interest, but it was really just about Daffy and Porky. Not what I was expecting. I kept hoping to see other characters, at least in cameos, but they never showed up. The director did an interview about the absence of Bugs Bunny, and he said that when Daffy plays off of Bugs, he comes off as more of a greedy jerk. Instead, he wanted him to have a softer side, and the main characters of this film to be more, as he described it, like a Dumb and Dumber style character situation, where you kind of have a buddy film, and you keep asking yourself, okay, how is Daffy going to ruin Porky's day? And that was a question that you kind of get in the film. He said having an unhinged character with a straight character is a perfect buddy scenario. And I get his point. Now, I personally love the farmer character, who's essentially Daffy and Porky's foster dad. They intentionally animated him in a different style, and his character is kind of oddly defined, but he shows a lot of love and care for Porky and Daffy, and in the end, he comes through in a big way. He even says he loves them, which was really cool, especially in a silly cartoon. The movie plot kind of kicks off with a parody of the issue of city code violations and homeowners associations. This isn't the kind of thing you'd expect in a goofy Looney Tunes movie, but I think it hits hard and hits home to people who are actually dealing with these situations in real life. The main antagonist isn't actually the alien. It's a woman who's trying to have Porky and Daffy evicted from their home for not meeting a city code ordinance. Probably my least favorite character was the invader. Even though Peter McNichol always brings it, I just found the character kind of boring. And even with his shift at the end, I didn't end up caring that much. I think my kids were right. Marvin the Martian would have been better and a bit more loony. Lastly, I want to again mention the fact that at its heart, this movie is a conspiracy theory movie. There are those who know that something's going on, there are those who deny something's going on, and there are those who think they're crazy, only to later find out that the conspiracy was true all along. Again, this is kind of a mature topic for a Looney Tunes movie. I mean, if you replace the chewing gum with N95 masks and the spaceship with a Wuhan laboratory, someone might think that this was a metaphor for 2020. But then again, maybe I'm the conspiracy theorist. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that review. If you did, please leave me a comment and let me know if you'd like to see more of these. Also, if you want to see more of our videos, you can check out our channel. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It would be a huge help to us. And if you like this video specifically, hit the thumbs up button. And if you didn't, hit the thumbs down button twice. Thanks again for watching, and God bless.